They told you to stay quiet, to stay small, to fit in. But the world doesn't need another person blending into the background. It needs someone who's willing to stand out, to rise, to become danger. Not danger in the way they fear, but danger in the way that shakes mediocrity, that scares comfort zones, that terrifies excuses. Because the most dangerous person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who has nothing to prove, but everything to build. The one who's calm, controlled, and unshakably disciplined. You were not born to be soft. You were not made to be liked by everyone. You were made to be respected by yourself first. And that respect starts the moment you stop living like prey and start thinking like a predator. Not to hurt, but to hunt. To hunt down your potential. To chase the version of you that's out there crushing life while you hesitate. To track the weakness inside you and kill it. You want to become danger? Start showing up when it's hard. Start training your mind to be your ally, not your enemy. Stop waiting for motivation. Start choosing discipline. Dangerous people don't need approval. They don't chase validation. They don't ask for permission to level up. They wake up, get clear on their mission, and move like an unstoppable force. Become that. When life pushes, don't push back. Move forward. Smile at the resistance, because you expected it. Every challenge is just another chance to sharpen your blade. Look, most people are soft. They break at the first sign of struggle. They run when things get hard. They cry when life hits. But not you. Not anymore. You are done with being soft. You are done with making excuses. You are done with being predictable and polite when life requires boldness and power. You want change? You want transformation? Then you need to become the person who doesn't flinch when the storm comes. You become the storm. Danger is not found in violence or rage. Danger is found in the man or woman who knows exactly what they want and refuses to quit until they get it. Danger is in the eyes of someone who has endured hell and still smiles at the fire. You don't need to scream to be feared. You don't need to brag to be respected. You need to master yourself. That's the highest form of power. Control your emotions, control your reactions, control your habits, control your time. The day you master those, you're no longer just a person, you're a force. And when you become a force, the world takes notice. Not because you told them who you are, but because your presence screams it without saying a word. People will say, "Why are you so serious all the time? Why don't you relax? Why are you always grinding?" And your answer is simple. Because I'm building something they'll never understand. You don't become dangerous by accident. You build it with early mornings, with late nights, with sacrifices that make no sense to the average mind. But you are not average. You're the kind of person who goes to war with their old self every single day. The kind of person who trains when they're tired, who studies while others party, who works while others sleep. That's what makes you dangerous. You become danger the day you no longer need external validation. When you walk into a room and feel no need to explain yourself, because your presence speaks volumes, because your discipline is louder than your voice. Let others talk. Let them post. Let them show off. You're not in it for applause. You're in it for impact. You're dangerous because you've been through pain, and it didn't break you. It built you. You've lost things. You've been betrayed. You've failed over and over, and every time, you rose again. That's what makes you unstoppable. Not the wins, but the scars. You don't need luck. You need focus. You don't need support. You need fire. If no one claps for you, so what? Clap for your damn self. Applaud your grind. Respect your consistency. Admire your evolution. You're dangerous because you don't quit. Because even when you feel fear, you move anyway. Because you keep showing up, even when no one's watching. Let them underestimate you. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh now. Because one day they'll look up. and you'll be so far ahead they won't even recognize you. That's the goal. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove yourself right. To become the version of you that makes the old you embarrassed. To become so powerful in your habits, so sharp in your focus, that weakness no longer has a place in your life. You've got one shot at this life. So why play it safe? Why stay hidden? Why live quietly when you were made to roar? You weren't born to chase approval. You were born to become dangerous. To level up so hard, you become the warning others speak about. So rise, train, work, sacrifice, grow. And when the world asks who you are, look them in the eyes and say with no fear, I'm not here to compete. I'm here to conquer. You want to become danger? Then understand this. Danger is not a moment. It's a lifestyle. It's not a phase, it's a decision you remake every single day. Every morning when you open your eyes, you decide, do I live soft or do I live strong? Do I hide or do I attack the day? That decision builds who you are. Because every day you're either feeding the beast or feeding your weakness. And make no mistake, both are hungry. The beast inside you, it's waiting for you to get tired of being overlooked, waiting for you to finally say, enough, to stop pretending you're okay with average, to stop living like potential means something if it's never used. So you want to become danger? Start eliminating everything that keeps you safe and small. Cut the habits that kill your momentum. Walk away from the people who slow you down. Silence the voice in your head that tells you, take it easy, you've done enough. Because that voice is a liar, and comfort is its poison. The truth, you were never meant to stay where you are. Every inch of progress you make, every rep, every early morning, every hard choice, that's not punishment. That's the process of forging something powerful. You don't just stumble into greatness, you grind into it. With bloody knuckles and relentless will. Let the others scroll, let them sleep in, let them wait. You've got work to do. Dangerous people don't need to talk about hustle. Their life is hustle. Their silence is louder than noise. Their presence demands respect. Because real strength isn't found in showmanship. It's in self-control. It's in restraint. It's in the ability to walk away from distractions, to say no to instant gratification, to sacrifice now for something greater later. That's danger. That's what terrifies people. A person who knows exactly where they're going and won't stop until they get there. Not because they're arrogant, but because they're focused. Because they're driven. Because they've seen what failure looks like, and they refuse to go back. You think danger is about being feared? Danger is about being free. Free from addiction to opinions. Free from excuses. Free from the need to explain yourself to people who don't even understand the game you're playing. You are not in this world to be liked. You are in this world to become legendary. But legends are made in the shadows. When nobody's clapping. When nobody sees the grind. When it's just you, your vision, and the voice inside you saying, keep going. Become dangerous by turning your pain into purpose. Take the heartbreak, the failure, the betrayal, and turn it into fuel. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Let them say you've changed, because that's the goal. You're not supposed to stay the same. You're not supposed to be who you were 5 years ago. You're supposed to evolve into something so powerful, even your old self wouldn't recognize you. So keep pushing, keep climbing, keep sharpening your mind like a weapon, because the strongest weapon isn't your body, it's your mindset. A dangerous man doesn't fold under pressure. He performs under it. He adapts. He adjusts. He remains calm when chaos surrounds him, because he trained for this. That's the kind of person no one wants to compete with. That's the person who walks into a room and suddenly everybody else feels like they didn't prepare enough. And here's the truth they won't tell you. People will hate you for your discipline. They will resent your growth. They will call you arrogant. They'll say, you've changed. And you say, Damn right I did. I evolved. You should be different. You should be intimidating. You should make people uncomfortable with your intensity, because your light will expose their laziness. You're not better than anyone, but you're better than your excuses. And that's all that matters. The grind won't always be fun. The path won't always be smooth. But the outcome, the result of staying locked in when others quit, that's what makes it all worth it. Don't just chase success. Command it. Demand it from yourself. Because real danger is found in the one who doesn't beg for opportunity. They create it. You've got power in your hands, in your habits, in your choices. So stop asking for permission. Stop looking for signs. You are the sign. It's time to become the standard. To become so focused that distractions can't even find you. To become so driven that quitting never crosses your mind. To become so consistent that luck has no choice but to notice. That's what becoming danger looks like. It's not in your muscles, it's in your mind. It's in your mission. It's in your daily discipline. So here's the question you must ask yourself today. Are you still chasing comfort? Or are you finally ready to become danger?